Pantries throughout the metro remain busy as families continue to struggle to put food on the table for the entire month.
John Chapman tells us about a pantry in Bellevue that's helping families in Sarpy County fill the food shortage gaps.
It helps quite a bit. You're struggling to try to make ends meet. It helps out quite a bit.
For James Coleman and many others in Sarpy County, having enough food to make it through the month can sometimes be a stretch. Tanya Gifford is with Lift Up Sarpy County. Every Wednesday and Saturday, they run a food pantry in Old Town Bellevue to help make the food budget for many stretch a little longer.
The great thing is we have great partnerships with the food pantries in Papillion and Bellevue here, but because of the limiting amount of food that they get to supply out to families, this kind of just fills a gap. We're able to supplement the senior citizens that are on fixed incomes and the families that have kids at home during the summer that are eating them out of the refrigerator at home right now.
Tanya tells us the need in Sarpy County is growing, especially in Bellevue, and Lift Up Sarpy County helps with more than food assistance.
In the Old Town Bellevue area, we have 1 out of 4 families or households that are experiencing food insecurity. And right now, with the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, we're connecting to other families with housing insecurity and helping them make sure that we can get their rent and utilities caught up.
The pantry helps James with some essentials and also a little treat now and then.
It helps out with like your bread, and if you have what my daughter calls munchies, the sweets. Then like they have, sometimes they have box dinners and stuff like that. It helps out quite a bit when you're struggling, like the economy is now, because everything's going up.
James tells us he uses the pantry often just to make ends meet because going to the store for the basics can be financially painful.
Just the other day, went to the store and bought the cereal, milk, and bread, and sent to eat. That was about $45, and you don't get nothing for your money worth anymore.
On your side in Bellevue, I'm John Chapman, 6 News.
Tanya tells us Lift Up Sarpy County helps an average of 400 families through their Wednesday and Saturday food pantries.